And she knows that the majority of the right wing, which is a bunch of elderly people, are dumb. They're very low IQ. The majority of the right is comprised of PWT. That's what they are. They like to say, oh, we're working class people. No, you're trailer park people. That's what you are 99.9% of the time, in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by bears and trees from which, and your cousins. That's just is what it is, okay? I'm not trying to disparage them, but those are the facts of the matter.
He's out of line, but he's right.
And she knows that many of these, PWTs who are elderly, who are boomers, they have racist beliefs. And if you can just tell them what they want to hear, that they will pay you. And sure enough, that's what happens.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Gunter and God. I'm back with another video. If y'all would like to be a part of this community, please join the Reddit, please join the Discord. It should be a link down in the description below. All right, I know y'all been hearing about all this news going around with Candace Owens lately. Supposedly she got fired from the Daily Wire. And I'm honestly glad to hear this, because Candace Owens is way bigger than the Daily Wire. She has a way bigger following. She can definitely take what she has and, just do her own thing with it. Similar to what Tucker Carlson has done, and also Sassy Don Lemonade, starting his own little platform or whatnot, Candace Owens definitely has the fan base, definitely has the network, like I'm sure she's made a lot of connections through, working with the Daily Wire and through working with other programs in the past. So I'm sure, it shouldn't be a problem for her to start her own thing. There's no reason with her fame that she should be working under a company like the Daily Wire, especially, when she is controlled and, can only say certain things and whatnot.
I think she's gonna be just fine. Candace is a rock star. I kind of think the loss was greater on their part than her part. I don't know the financials. I don't know what deals they had, but Candace Owens is an up and coming rock star. Like, she is bigger. Her name, her reputation is bigger than anybody on Daily Wire. And so I don't think she's losing by separating her relationship. I don't think she looked bad in this situation.
I just see this as a growing opportunity for her. I'm definitely behind her 100%. You have a lot of, other people saying, oh, she's a self-hating coon or whatnot. It's a term that they like to call her. But this woman right here definitely knows how to finesse the whole political community, because my issue with the political community is, these people are just so ideological. They just get stuck in their ways of thinking, either it's left or it's right. Either it's like one ideology or the other. And it's like, all you have to do to appeal to these people is just, learn a few talking points, and then you can easily, become a part of their group and, just start finessing their ass. And that's why a lot of people like to bring up like, oh, at first, she was liberal, and then, she had switched up and, had went conservative. Well, obviously, she saw where the money was, Y'all have to remember, at the end of the day, Candace Owens is a content creator. She works in media. She understands what's appealing and what the masses want. So, if she's going to go with certain crowds, to go and chase the bag or, to build up her fan base or whatnot, to get to the position where she's trying to get at, then, she's going to do whatever she can to do so. And me, honestly, that's what I've been peeping about Candace Owens is she always slips into little things here and there, where you can clearly see that she does support the Black community. But, you can also tell that she's definitely playing into the conservative white supremacist talking points as well, because those are the people who's paying her.
They're quite literally money laundering is what's happening when they sign these bills. But they keep it so that the information level is so low for Americans that it's like, oh, COVID's so bad. Like, we're going to give you a check that's like, $300. This basically describes welfarism, right? Like, despite the fact that there's been trillions of dollars since the establishment of welfare, Black Americans are poorer today than we were before it. People don't know this, but during the time of Jim Crow, before welfare was established in the 1950s, Black Americans were actually outpacing white Americans in this country in terms of economic growth. And the reason for that was because our families were together. We had good values. The government only wants to give you the bare minimum, but where's the rest of the money? Where is it going? They sign these bills making you think that this money is going to you. It's not. They are stealing from the American people.
And me, I don't have an issue with it at all, Now, you might have some people be like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that or whatnot, but then they'll go back and, talk about that they support Umar Johnson.
They find influential Negroes and they buy them out in order to change the level of consciousness in Black America. Candace Owens was sponsored by the white power structure so she could begin to dilute the Black first narrative. Candace Owens and Jesse Lee Peterson, these kind of Negroes, these types of Negroes are found and funded. They are found and funded in order to distract from the narrative.
You see, Candace Owens. Candace Owens. Candace Owens. Let me repeat it one more time. Candace Owens. Umar Johnson is such a fool, bro. If y'all have ever watched this dude is such a finesser, bro. He always plays into this hotep, like, he's just so pro-black. Like, this dude is known for finessing the Black community. And don't get me wrong, Umar Johnson does, spread some knowledge here and there. But for the majority of it, Umar Johnson is the main finesser. So if you're going to talk about anybody working for the white power structure or any of the nonsense that you're trying to spout Umar Johnson, then the person, let me say it one more time. The person, it's you, Umar Johnson. You are the finesser. You are the pawn behind this white power structure that you're speaking about. And I mean, like, besides finessing your own people, she's finessing these white supremacists. She's finessing these conservatives who, really don't even give a shit about Black people in the Black community. But, she just going in there with her certain talking points, and then look at it. She has a whole backing to where all these white folks who really think that they're on their side, are now giving her money and now supporting her. And I just love to see that. I love to see white supremacists get finessed out their money. And this is exactly what Jesse Lee Peterson does as well. He does the exact same thing. If y'all don't notice, if y'all think that Jesse Lee Peterson actually feels the way that he feels, and something is clearly wrong with y'all. Like, y'all don't understand media. Y'all don't understand creating content for the masses.
Regarding the White Lives Matter shirts, BLM, I said from the very beginning, was going to be bad. That's another one that people are saying like, oh, Candace did say this. I'm like, yeah, I did, man, because obviously it was going to be another money laundering situation. Crazy $90 million raised in no time, in a couple of months, and all that money went to trans organizations. Wild. Absolutely crazy. Establishing the first trans neighborhood in San Francisco. Crazy. But it was obvious. It was obvious because wherever there is tons of Black emotion, there is a money laundering operation that's about to get off the ground. And whenever there is like worldwide media support, why do Black Americans think the media support them? As soon as you got tricked by thinking that the media was on your side, it should have been a wake up call. It went way too global, way too fast.
But people like this know how to play certain positions so they can build up their base, so they can go and do their own thing eventually. To a lot of people, I always tell people this in my videos and down in the comments below, just don't get triggered by my words. Because me personally, I know I'll be saying some out of line shit. But this is what grabs the crowd. This is what causes a lot of conversations in my comment. If you see the majority of my videos, they have a shitload of engagement, and that definitely helps me out in the algorithm. There's always people going back and forth, because some people, they just instantly get triggered by my words, because I know I say some out of line shit. You got to listen to the context of what I'm saying, the point that I'm actually trying to get to, besides listening to get mad, listening to get butthurt or whatnot, You got to listen to people's message. And clearly, Candace Owens has been on the side of the Black community since she has started.
Don't follow people and don't listen to people whose lives you wouldn't want. That's what I would say to everybody. Mm-hmm. And he plays to young people who just want somebody to reinforce their bad ideas. And I'm never going to do that, because he did comment on me doing something like this and was like, just defending people that had bad lifestyles. And I'm like, why would you want girls to have a bad lifestyle? You're pretending that I'm the monster. I'm sitting across from these people saying, like, you're worth more. You can do better. No matter what you've done, your life can change. Don't do this. Yeah. And you think you're the hero for being like, oh, Candace doesn't understand. Maybe these girls is what they want. It's like, no, you're a predator in my book. Like, you know that this isn't going to be how women, like, it's not going to fulfill their lives in a positive way. So anyways, that was a little sidebar just to like say, don't follow people that are just being contrarian. Like, make sure they actually are giving you some substance.
I'm going to stand behind her 100%. And I hope the rest of the Black community does as well. We need to support our sister. We need to, just be here for her in her hard times, and, just show her that we're here for her. There's been talks that, this is because she said something against the Jewish community or whatnot, don't get distracted by that stuff. Don't get distracted when, you know, white people, these white supremacists try to deflect to the Jews and all this other nonsense.
Just yesterday, the ADL, the so-called Anti-Defamation League, and one of the most censorious organizations and pro-Israel groups in the US, they put out an article stating, quote, white supremacist and Holocaust denier Nick Fuentes is praising Candace Owens' quote, vitriolic anti-Semitism. It is hardly surprising, but it does set off alarm bells. When bigoted people come together to push an anti-Semitic agenda, it adds fuel to the fire. So Candace replied to this. She says, quote, I do not know Nick Fuentes. You already know that. What I do know is that everyone can see what you guys are doing to me. Your pattern is well established and the world is waking up against it. My crime is having stood up for myself against your network of smears.
Whenever you look at it, who are these people that they're referring to? They're white. So don't get distracted by the Jewish thing, because all they're trying to do is make you say some hateful things, you know, so you can get flagged, so you can get your content taken down, or you can get labeled as an anti-Semite. You know, you gotta look at the bigger picture. There's not no black Jews who are, you know, doing the things that they say that they're doing. There's not no Hispanic Jews. There's not no Chinese Jews, you know, doing the things that these people are talking about. You know, it all boils down to white supremacy at the end of the day. And, you know, I'm glad that Candace Owens is breaking away from that power structure and hopefully is able to start her own network and build her own platform, which I know she will, you know, because she definitely has the base for it once again. If y'all have heard all this drama that's been going down with Candace Owens lately, you know, please let me know how y'all feel about this down in the comments below. I would love to hear y'all's thoughts. And once again, if y'all would like to become a part of the community, please join the Reddit, please join the Discord, and I'll catch y'all on the next one, all right?